Okay. So, all right. So, this is my beginner's course in the key of F sharp. So, for those of you that are just starting out on the piano, and some of you will tell me, "Oh, I love the way you pick your chords. I love the way you play your passing chords. How are you doing all of these things? I was not taught this way." Okay. Teach us some of these your moves. So that we'll know how to add it to our own play and all of those things. So I will tell you, if you originally did not have a piano teacher or you didn't go to a music school and you really want to go back to the roots, you want to know you want to understand what music theory is talking about, this lesson is for you. So if you are the type that you've been like, oh, I've not always had somebody to teach me, here's your opportunity. So here's a course. I've done this course on C, on F, now moving on to F sharp. I have it on all the keys. It is the same me that I preach to you. I will tell you, I say, I don't want to allow you get used to playing on just one key. I want to teach you how to play on all 12 keys. But at the same time, the way I used to learn, I could tell myself, January, I'm going to be in the key of C when I'm practicing, playing songs, because I want to get familiarized with the key of C. Then maybe March, I want to go to the key of G. This is how I keep moving, jumping everywhere. Jump to A, jump to B, and E, F, and all of those. Before you know, I'm everywhere. In short, on the piano, I can tell you, when you learn like 6 keys, 3 to 4 keys will open your eyes to other keys. So there are 12. Start the journey. Don't be like, 12 keys, and one key is already messing up on me like this. No. Try to learn other keys. It will open your eyes to a whole lot of ideas that you've been missing out. All right? So this is Merseile Music Academy, and this is part of the lesson. This is like closing my windows, and these lessons are usually very entertaining. They are usually very educative because I share with you some things that you might not know before that can help you grow as a pianist. So now we're going to be diving into the key of F sharp. So we often stay in a key in music to create a sense of unity and oneness, fitting together. So a key provides a tonal center or reference point for the music, all right, helping to establish a sense of harmony and direction. What this means is every music is going to be in a key. It could be in a major key. 1, yes Lord, yes Lord, yes Lord, yes Lord, yes Lord. But joy comes in the morning. I'm baiting my sorrow. I'm laying them down for the joy of the Lord. La 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 la. Bang, 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 I'm baby my boy. So every song has a tonal center, or you could hear a song that sounds like it. So you could hear songs sounding in different progressions, and you're like, okay, where are they playing from? So the thing is, songs are always going to have like a home. So in music theory, songs have to have a place they are coming from. This is my home. This is where I stay currently. I have my family. I have my 4 grandfathers and all of those. So everybody has a roots. We are all from God all together. All right. So now, there are some reasons why staying in a key are important, and I'm going to be explaining that to you. One is harmony. chords that are based on the same key, they tend to sound harmonious and pleasing together. Like I just play pen and pen. You like the way it sound? Because I'm playing on the key of F sharp. Alright? So chords that are based on this key, they are going to sound harmonious and pleasing together. When you start hearing something that is looking as if it's not part, then we are going out of key. It sounds dirty, but it is not dirty. It is only there to add color to the sound. So another thing we want to consider why staying in the key is important is melody. Melody are based on the key. They are based on the key. They often sound natural and flowing. So when I have a song like Amen. Alright, so that melody corresponds with the chord I'm playing on my left hand, and that's why it is sounding so sweet. So another reason why it is important to stay in a key is modulation. So moving from one key to another can create a sense of tension and resolution. So when you stay in a key, it helps people interpret the song. They know when you are modulating. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. I'm in the key of F sharp. Like me, I once was I see amazing grace. So let's go back to F sharp. I see amazing grace, how sweet Okay, so that's me trying to modulate to the key of G. I could even go up again. I'm changing keys. How sweet. Like me. This is me just trying to move, just trying to add colors to the things I'm playing. Alright. So another reason why staying in the key is important is form. Many musical forms, such as depends on what you're playing. Let's say gospel, praise, aria. They can maybe you are doing R&B, you are doing pop, depending on the kind of song you are doing. It is important to be in a key so as not to confuse people. Though there are some songs that, even the songs that they just pick a progression like, and they can just pick a progression like. It's not sounding as if they're in the key, but the thing is they are still interpreting from somewhere. Alright. So now, why it's possible to write music without staying in the key? For example, it is very possible. While it is very possible to write music without staying in a key, it is a common way and effective way to create a cohesive and satisfactory musical experience. So at times there are some songs you hear, you're like, okay, they're just using two chords, and the chord sounds dirty. They tell you it's dirty chords. You're like, what are they playing? It's not even making sense. That's why everybody have the genre that is okay with them. You are gospel, you're into Arabic music, you're into pop, you're into R&B, you're into jazz. Everybody have the some kind of songs they like listening to. All right. So it is very possible to write music without staying in a key. It is very, 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 very possible. Okay, so now let's move to the next part. Let's talk about correct fingering. So using correct fingering, the fingers, is crucial in piano playing for several reasons. I'm going to be explaining that. So for efficiency, for accuracy, for fluidity, for technical proficiency, and consistency. So for efficiency, proper finger allows you to play more efficiently with less effort. You don't have to start thinking of the finger to use to hold a particular chord. You just play the chords as long as you've learned it. Correct fingering helps you play notes accurately. So see, there's no mistakes. So correct and proper finger will help you with all of these moves. Okay, so good fingering contributes to a very smooth playing style. It allows you play easily with better expression. Developing good fingering technique is essential for mastering advanced piano pieces. So I'm just trying to tell you that it is very important. In essence, correct fingering is the foundation of good piano technique. So it is a skill that takes time and practice to develop, but it is well worth the effort. That's why I will always say learn piano the right way and learn fingering with the correct finger. So I have a lot of exercises that I'm going to be adding to the course that would help you play with fluidity, play with dexterity and speed, and whatever it is you want to call it. So now let's start with fingering for major scales. Correct fingering is very important. Like I've just said, the following fingers are for the left. I'll put it on the screen, and right only when playing major scales. So this is my left hand, this is my right hand. So my finger has numbers. My finger number, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So pinking is 5, ring finger is 4, middle finger is 3, pointer finger is 2, and thumb is 1. Same thing applies to the left hand. All right. So now in the key of C, in the key of F sharp. So after you now know some of this theory, some of the things that I've been talking about, don't be overwhelmed. Some of the things that I have been talking about, you might not understand it. But the beautiful thing about music is listening to a little bit of theory, because at the end of the day, when you start playing music, the little bit of theory you learned will start corresponding with the practical we are doing. You remember, okay, he talked about half step. Oh, this is what he meant. Okay. So that's why I will always advise. Some persons will tell you, should I just go practical on the piano and start learning things without going to the theoretical part? No. If the theory is not entering your head, don't worry, just go through it, try your best, just stay with it. When we start the practical, everything is still going to mix together. In music, there's nothing like we learn this and we're going to forget about it. No, we are still going to be applying majority of the things that we've learned in the theoretical part. So first, to be able to play in a key, and which is the key of F sharp, I've already explained the 12 musical notes. So let's approach the 12 musical notes that we have in music from key of F sharp. So from the key of F sharp, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then back to this. You see? So altogether we have, my fingers cannot take all. But you know what I mean. I'm just trying to hold all of the notes till I get here, then here. So those are all the 12 music notes in Western music. So we usually call this will be in other language, in Solfa language, this is Do, D, Re, Mo, Mi, Fa, Fi, So, Z, then La, To, Ti, Do, Si, La, To, Z, So, Fi, Fa, Mi, Mo, Re, Di, Do. Alright? Those are the Solfa language. This can be F sharp, G, G sharp, A, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D, E flat, E, F, back to F sharp. You see all of the names? So I know I've already explained some of those things to you in the previous class. So now we need to learn how to form a major scale. Because we are new to the piano and want to, the key of F sharp is what you want to learn. So the first thing you want to learn is the major scale of F sharp and the correct finger to use. So there's a formula. I'm going to put that on the screen. The formula says whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. I've explained this in the previous lesson. Whole means 2, half means 1, right? Whole can also means tone, while half can also means semitone. Before we start counting, we always have to hold down a note. Because in this lesson, we are in the key of F sharp, we're going to be holding down F sharp. We'll apply the formula one after the other. So for the first whole, we'll count 2 half steps. 1, 2. We've exhausted that one. Let's go to the next whole. 1, 2. We've exhausted that one. Let's go to the next one, which is a half. Next whole is 1, 2. Next whole is 1, 2. Next whole is 1, 2. Then the next one is a half. This is how we get an F sharp major scale that consists of whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half step. Alright? So the first note is F sharp. And this other note is A flat. It is a whole step away from F sharp. It's 2 movements. So 1, 2, that's a whole step. You understand? That's how we get major chords. So in the key of F sharp, we have just 2 white notes. We have 5 black notes, which are the accidentals. Alright? Okay. So now our major scale is going to be sounding as do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, si, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. You've heard of it, right? There's an acronym for it. It's going to be on the screen too. So now that you've learned this, now let's talk about finger exercise and its advantage. Alright? So what are finger exercises? Finger exercises are short. They are repetitive drills that are designed to improve your hand control. These are drills that are supposed to kind of help you with your hand and finger strength and finger independence on the piano. They are not songs, but they are patterns of movements. It focuses on developing technique. These are some of the things you need to learn before you start eyeing all of the BB chords. This is where we all started from. Alright, you cannot escape it. If not, you have a lot of issues. So common exercises include hand-on exercise, chainy drills, custom patterns using scales and arpeggios. So we have different kinds of finger exercise. The one I use mostly is hand-on exercise. Alright? So we are going to be using a lot of hand-on exercise. So why are fingers exercise important? They help with strength and endurance. They help you with independence and control. They help you with evenness and accuracy. They help you with speed and dexterity. They help you with muscle memory. They help you remember the things you play. Regular finger exercise will help you create this muscle memory, so your hands can start knowing what to do without even thinking about it. So finger exercises are also great for warming up before practice session to prevent stiffness or injury. So maybe before you play in church, you just want to do some exercises. A lot of these exercises they have different kinds of advantages and plus they are going to add to you. So in short, finger exercise, they are like the workout routine for your fingers. They build strength, control, speed, technique, and they make everything else you play easier and cleaner. So in the key of F sharp, I'm going to show you the correct finger for your left hand. So for your left hand, that your major scales, you're going to use this. See, finger 4, 3, 2. So do, re, mi, fa. You see, do, re, mi, fa. Then sol, finger 3. La, finger 2. Si, finger 1. For now, we're gonna do do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. You know what? I want to prepare you for excellence, because at the end of the day, you might get to the stage where you want to move this everywhere. you might get to the stage where you want to do something like this. So I'll give you a major scale fingering position that can help you transition, So the finger, I will write it on the screen. Then you descend. Right down, you have 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So now what you want to do now that you now know this, for your exercise 1, you're going to practice your major scale till you can comfortably play it. You're also going to sound this exercise after playing it. You're also going to use a metronome at 50 beats per minute upward for this exercise. So for exercise 1, I'm going to put on my metronome now. So you already know what we are going to be playing. Our major scale: do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa. Okay, my metronome is here. Okay, so my metronome is going to be playing at 50 beats per minute. Alright, that's my metronome. So I'm going to start that exercise. Do, re. You can skip this lesson if you've already done this. Alright? This is 50 beats per minute. These are things you must do. You move to your right hand also, you do it. Sorry. So now after doing this is for your exercise number 1. After playing left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, you cannot maybe increase your metronome. You cannot play it very fast. Something else you want to do is like I said, a metronome must be used from 50 beats per minute upward. So what you want to do is you can take your metronome and put it at 80. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi. You keep increasing your metronome. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. Separate hands, as you can see. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. You can come again and say, you know what, I think I now know it. Let's increase the metronome. Do, re, mi. You see, this is how you keep increasing till you can comfortably play it with speed. You can even choose to double up. Yeah, double up. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi. So you see, after all of these things, you can now do this. You now want to combine your both hands. This is like me practicing with you. So these are videos that might not, people hardly teach things like this because people would not want to even learn things like this. It's boring, like so boring. I want to just be playing some interesting chords, and you are bringing me here. What are all of this? It sounds so boring. Take me somewhere else. I'm still telling you, before you can get to that level, you have to cross this bridge, and it is very, very possible to get to that level. But you have to be able to tell yourself, that's the way I learned in my music school. You have to be able to beat each level with your metronome. Beat that metronome, then you are good to go. So after that, you want to try and play it with your both hands. You want to try and combine your both hands. So you will notice when I get back to this do, I usually alternate between this or this, but I usually use this when I want to continue the scale, so that I can just continue like this. But when I don't want to continue the scale, I could stop with this or this or this, your choice. So together, take your time. It is very easy to play on the black key, because see, now you're starting with your 3 middle fingers. So do, re, mi. You see, your thumb is the one on this white note. So do, re, mi. So you see, so you will not really have issues from here. Then maybe from here you can have some little issues. So you want to be able to practice this with your both hands, with your metronome also. Alright, with your metronome also. So by the time you can do that, you submit it on the group chat. I'll see it, and I can, or you send me a direct message. Then I'll tell you to go ahead with the next lesson. Alright.